Hello viewers, welcome for today's session. Today we are going to talk about what we call steganography. So what's this steganography? Steganography, this is whereby we do information hiding behind the picture. If ever I want to hide some information or important information behind the picture, and this is normally done by the hackers. They usually store malicious codes and phishing links behind the image. So today's session is not all about the hacking part. Even if you're not a hacker, you can just use this trick to store some important information behind the picture. Maybe some things like your passwords and whatever you think you can forget it while just keeping it in mind. So I found this trick very important for you to hide information behind the picture. Uh, Let me now just search for any picture that we are going to use. Let me just search the chicken. Let me just type what local chickens. Let me just search for a picture that we are going to use. A local chicken. This is the local chickens we have. Let me see. Right. I like this man over here. I like this man. Let me just download this man here. Let me download this one and see. Save on my desktop. Downloaded. I can close my browser now. You can see we have our friend is here now. So I have seen this trick very important because if ever you can open this picture over here, you can see it's Malutunyan phone, but you cannot tell it has some information behind. And this is quite interesting. That is not the case. Let me just open my terminal here and zoom a little bit in. Zoom for you to see what I'm doing here. Zoom a little bit in. Right. You have to log in as a root sudo and password. You can just type apt-get install STEGHIDE. So this is the few codes that you have to implement for you to install these STEGHIDEs that we are going to use to hide information behind the picture. So I have already installed this STEGHIDE into my Kali Linux. There is no need for me to install it again. Let me cancel it and do what? Let me just go into my desktop. You can just list the items on the laptop, on the desktop. So this is the items that I have on my desktop. Okay, before I'm doing that, let me just create a file here that we are going to hide behind the picture. Let me just name it what? Let me just name it file dot what dot txt, right? Then create. You can see here is the file that we are going to use. So let me open this file to insert some few lines. Let me do what? Let me hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world, right? Hello world. This is my password. This is my password for what? This is my password for uh computer. Let me see, for computer 123. All right. So we have to type, I mean, you have to what? You have to save this information that we have typed. After creating our text file, now we have to do what? We have to call our STEGHIDE and embed this text on this image here, under or behind this image here. Now let me just call let me just call STEGHIDE. STEGHIDE. stack hide, embed, embed, hyphen, hyphen ef file, the name of the file dot extension, our file extension is .txt. And now we have to do what? We have to do hyphen cf, then we type the name of the image that we want to hide the information behind, that is images dot jpeg. So hit enter. Now we have to enter the paraphrase that we are going to use when extracting this text behind the image. Let me just type my paraphrase that I will use. Enter. Then you have to enter the paraphrase. It's done. Now we have to do what? We have to extract. We have to extract this text, or maybe before extracting it, let me delete this one to make sure that um, we can extract information behind this picture over here. You can just open this picture. You cannot tell that it has some information hiding behind. Let me just close it and go back to our terminal and extract that file behind this image, because you can see now this image, it is embedded successfully. I mean, this text is embedded successfully behind this image. Now we want to extract this file. We want to extract this file behind this image. Let me just call stack again, stack hide. We are going to use stack hide. Now we want to use what? Extract, but not embed. We want to use extract what? Extract hyphen sf, then we call the name of the image, that is images, images dot extension, which is jpeg, right? After that, you hit enter. You enter that paraphrase that you used on this step over here. The file is now extracted. You can see here is the file. It is now extracted behind this image over here, right? So you can see that information that you have typed earlier on is here. Hello world. This is my password for computer. This is very interesting, guys. You can just hide information behind the picture and no one will just notice that this picture, it has some information behind. It can be intruded by some people like hackers. They are the only one that will notice that you have some malicious, or you have some important information, or you have some text behind the picture. So I found this very useful for you guys to use this one to store some information behind this picture. And if ever you're not using Kali Linux, you can just do this in Windows if ever you're using Windows or you're using Mac. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more.